Hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. As you know, I've been working on this OBS, or well, my 95 F250 with a 7.3. I'm not a big fan of the OBS nameplate, but anyway, it is what it is. That's what people call it now. Today, I just finished filling up redoing my, draining and filling my cooling system. Went back with the good old green antifreeze and I mixed it myself. Anyway, so the topic of my thoughts today about something that I've seen become popular here in the last couple of years. You know, I've been twisting wrenches for 19 years and 11 months, pretty much. So, I've got a reasonable amount of experience, and yeah, I've worked on these engines quite a bit from back in the day. And like I said, in the last couple of years, something has come to my attention that I never heard of, never have seen, and have never done. The high pressure oil pump oil change. Okay. So I'm gathering in this to do this. I've never actually seen anybody do it or anything else, but anyway, there's a plug in here that you can take out, and I don't have my, wait a minute, do I have my, hang on, I gotta find my light, and then we'll talk about this again here in a minute. Here it is, right there in front of my face. Okay. So, anyway, there's a plug, and where it is, I don't remember. But anyway, this is your high pressure oil pump assembly down here. That's your IPR valve down there. Well, I'll get down off of here. So there's a plug here. I assume it's this one because this is the one I always used. You're supposed to put some oil in this when you change your high pressure oil pump out for whatever reason you change it out, whether it be that it doesn't function anymore or you are upgrading it, if you're into that sort of thing. So you're supposed to remove said plug and put some oil in here so that it has oil in the pump when it tries to start. It's not running dry when you try and start it. Okay, now there's been a lot on Facebook and other places that say, well, you know, when I change my oil in my 7.3, I get a suction tube and pull the oil out of the high pressure oil pump too, because it never ever just changed. Well, that shows a complete and total lack of understanding of how your engine works, for one. I don't know where this idea came from, but it's not right. Okay, that pump didn't get filled up at the factory and has never seen any new oil since. Okay, this thing is supplied by the lube pump down in the bottom of the engine that is driven off the front gear train on the engine, that sucks oil out of the oil pan, pushes it up through here just like it does everything else on the whole engine. Okay, the oil that is in this reservoir in this thing is strictly for starting purposes, so the engine will start faster rather than having to wait for your low pressure oil pump or the lube pump or whatever you want to call it to put oil into this pump so that it will fire the injectors. Okay, every time an injector fires, oil is released back into the engine from the injectors. All right, it changes itself about, I don't even know, I think that holds like a pint of oil. So at idle it changes itself about every minute and a half, 2 minutes probably, I would say. Probably faster than that, honestly, but you know, this thing is circulating oil just as fast as it possibly can. Okay, so if you're doing that, I'm not going to say it's necessarily a bad thing so much as it is just a waste of time. And there's a guy out there on YouTube called the Adept Ape. He's a Caterpillar guy. He knows worlds of things about Caterpillar engines, and far and away better off on YouTube than I am. But anyway, he has this segment called Know Your Engine, or he had this series of videos called Know Your Engine. And I really wish he could do one on a 7.3 Powerstroke, but it's not really his thing. But anyway, yeah, so as I said, we've changed the, drained and filled anyway, the coolant. I gotta let it run, or I should let it run and warm up and then do the engine oil change fuel filter. Excuse me. And we've developed a new problem here. Our left front turn signal doesn't work, but the hazard light works. And all the other turn signals and hazard lights work. So I'm not real sure what's going on with that. I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit. At any rate, I'm getting ready to pull this battery out, see what I can figure out about that. See if the bulb is bad, because it may use the parking light part of it for the hazard light. I don't know. Like I said, I got to look at that. It could be that it's just burnt out. So yeah, guys, we're getting really close. I removed my Nevada front plate anyway. I haven't taken the one off the back yet. Getting ready to do that. Looking at getting insurance on it and all that good stuff, and putting this old girl back to work. One time I took it down the road last night, I was really happy to have it back, because the way the thing runs, you know, it's got lots of power. As you know, it's nothing compared to a modern truck. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's nothing compared to your 6.7 Cummins or your 6.7 Powerstroke or your Duramax or anything else. It's not gonna pull, or well, you know what? Actually, it will pull what yours will pull, but not at 90 miles an hour like yours will do it. So anyway, is what it is. I've done actually a whole lot of videos about this thing over the past couple of years that I've been doing YouTube, and feel free to check those out. You'll just have to go to my channel and check them out, because I'm not going to try and post a link to all of them in the description or anywhere else for that matter, because like I said, there's several. Some of them aren't the greatest quality, some of them are pretty good, some of them aren't, whatever. If you don't like them, well, hit the dislike button or tell me why you didn't like them or something like that. Anyway, guys, I guess that's about it for this one. Kind of short and sweet today. Thanks for watching. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. I mean, hit the like button. Do something. Come on. Help me out here. Otherwise, I guess I'll just keep posting videos, because if nothing else, it gives me a record of what I've been up to. So, yeah. Thanks again. Sidekick's not here to say bye today, so bye. Alright, so a little tack-on segment here. This is one extra step to an oil change on anything that has a spin-on vertical mount filter, meaning that it goes on like this, not like this, obviously. I've seen them that go on like this, that I will not ever argue with someone doing, okay? You take your filter, perhaps I should have already had this done, but whatever. And you take your preferred brand type oil and fill it up before you put it on. Yes, it makes a mess. Yes, you will get oily. Okay, the reason for doing this is just so you don't have to wait for the oil pump to fill this filter that holds, on this particular truck, about 2 quarts of oil. Okay. Fill your filter if it is at all possible. Okay. I don't care if it's gas. I don't care if it's diesel. Doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt anything to do this. And that couple of seconds it's going to take for your lube pump to fill this filter up is just that couple more seconds. The rest of your engine runs without oil. Okay. Again, I've never torn down an engine that I own, so I can't really say, and I've never done a whole bunch of, you know, this particular truck is 25, almost 26 years old. It doesn't have 200,000 miles on it yet. It will have very, very soon. So doing such testing on your own, if you don't own a large fleet of trucks per se, is probably not gonna, you know, it's probably not ever going to work out in your lifetime. It's just one of those insurance things.